All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Ouran High School Host Club, Episode 1. This one's finally happening, y'all. This show has been on polls since the channel's beginning. Since
very long time.
Well before,
Yeah, and it's been on our radar for quite a while. Yeah. Now, Caleb, what do you know about this show?
I only know that it's about a host club. Which, until 2 years ago, I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even know what it was in the slightest bit. So, all I thought it was that it would be some kind of high school, maybe like pseudo-parody rom-com kind of thing.
Okay.
But I didn't know anything else.
Gotcha.
But as of right now I know what a host club is. So now I have a little bit of an idea of what kind of show it'll be.
I know two bits of information about the show. One, I know the OP because it's an iconic OP. You'll recognize it when you hear it.
Really?
And I know the genre, which I haven't told Caleb because I'm told that's a spoiler.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm really excited because a genre spoiler, that means
how does that work?
Yeah, well, I mean, that means it is not what I expect, basically, going into it, then. There's a lot of things about, like, the name, title, and stuff like that gives me a little bit of limitations, basically saying it's going to be about characters in this high school that are a part of a host club. But other than that, I know that it has both a prolific dub and sub cast, just in general.
Yes.
And that is quite rare, specifically in the dub side of things, to have a dub cast that is actually worth noting. And we are aware that the dub cast is apparently, quite good in general. And what we'll probably end up doing, guys, is while we are doing the sub for the reaction here, we'll probably watch the dub in our own time.
Check it out.
Just to check it out. Exactly, yeah. But for us, guys, whenever a show comes in where it's like, hey, you should check out the dub, we basically have to have it be an extreme kind of circumstance to where we will do the dub primarily. And this is one of those shows where it's kind of a toss-up. There's no real way that you can lose by doing one or the other. So we're going to be doing the sub. Yep. That is our preference. That keeps things simple in that regard. And I've heard Mamoru Miyano is in this one.
Oh yeah, that will be awesome.
One of my favorite voice actors. One of my favorite Japanese voice actors.
You know, especially since this is the replacement for Zombieland Saga.
It's quite apropos if you think about it. Yeah, yes, exactly. But I'm guessing that this character will be, actually young, not a fully grown adult in that regard.
Probably. Yeah. I would think so.
Yeah, given that this show came out 2006 or something?
I think 2006.
Something like that, yeah. Which, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, this OV! I know that line bit! I've known that for forever!
Yep. Apparently it's from this show.
Oh my god! Okay, so this is going to be about falling in love. That's the story.
I believe so.
Oh my god! Wait! Oh wait! No, I think I actually have heard something about this show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it regarding the genre?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm remembering,
you probably have. Yeah.
Because it's a twist on a specific genre, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think this was mentioned to me a while ago. Then. Oh, this was Bones.
Oh.
How did I forget about that? Gotcha. So this is like a rich kid's school.
Yeah, seems to be.
And they're just trying to figure out where's a good place that I can. Oh, gotcha.
All right.
Here's the host club.
Oh, the suave. And the roses.
With too much time on their hands.
Who also have too much time on their hands. I love it. high society.
Naruhodo.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
光と薫はこのお客様と同じクラスだろ。そうだけど、この人付き合い悪いからよく知らない。
Okay, so we've got the twins.
Are we sure though that they're a boy? Like,
well, so yeah, because what I heard was that. Why are they still pointing at
Haruhi.
the
なんで名前
たとえ学年主席であろうと、君は学校一の貧乏人。
Okay, so there's a vase there.
The way he's walking elegantly.
はるちゃんは勇者なの？すごい。
Oh my god.
勇者じゃなくて特待生って誰がはるちゃんだ？
Ah! When did we become so familiar?
男色家だったとは。
Erudite. Yes, yes.
どんなのがお好みかな？
Ah.
ワイルド系？ロリショタ系？小悪魔系？クール系？
違います。自分はただ
Oh, just oh no, oh no, oh no.
Gotcha. Okay.
この俺にして一丁。
Oh my. Oh no! No!
So close.
校内オークションの目玉予定だったルネの。
Oh god.
Wait,
困ったね。
Renaissance?
俺800万円からふっかけようと。
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, shit.
こういうことわざをご存知。
Calm down, Lelouch.
Yeah.
金がなけりゃ。
The designs do seem vaguely clamped.
Oh my god.
ホスト部の犬だ。
Ah, so you must join the club.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Just dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just out. All right. So we've got Suave, we've got Glasses, we've got Twins, we've got little Shota. Yeah, and then we've got Tall and Imperial and
Right.
yeah.
Oh boy.
これは何かな？
Oh,
見ての通りコーヒーですが。
very, very special kind of
引いてある
coffee.
やつか？
じゃなくてインスタントです。
Oh,
インスタント？
What is this word?
yes.
注ぐだけでできるというあの。
A weekend? What?
まあそれが噂の。リーの方は暇がないので豆も引けないというのは本当でしたのね。
Oh my
Wow.
god. Oh my god.
Wow.
100グラム300円だって。凄まじい価格破壊だね。
Incredible price drop.
飲んでみせるぞ。
Oh, so adventurous.
よし、ある日、こっちに来て庶民コーヒーを入れ
But yeah, and Haruhi, isn't that a girl's name?
I think the androgynous nature of it is something that's going to lead to a lot of the unique interactions in general.
飲むのはちょっと怖いかも。今後口にしたらお父さん。
Wait, I thought you were going to drink it. There.
Yeah.
ならどうかな。
やれやれ。
Yada yada indeed.
Okay.
Oh my god.
あゆめ見たって飛び起きてさ。光る。その話は。
Ah, this is their game they play.
Yeah, playing off of each other very well.
そんな話。
Oh,
ごめんよ、カオル。
Oh my god.
and they eat it up.
Yep.
かったから。
So,
光る。
yeah, I've mentioned the rose background before. This is what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
なんだかまだ眠い。
Third year too.
Right.
本当に3年生なのかな。
Yeah, yeah.
僕のおさちゃん嫌い？
Oh.
How can you say no to that adorable face?
かわいいですね。
指名率7割だよ。
70%.
ですね。
Wow.
キング800
Wow.
万円の君はとりあえず卒業するまではこの部の犬。逃げるのは自由だが、我が家には有能なプライベートボイスがざっと100人ほど揃っていてね。
Okay.
君、パスポート持ってる？
男とか女とか外見とか人間大切なのは中身でしょ。
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
さっぱりだ。
自分を慰めたい気持ち。
Oh, because the outside of you is so less
Right,
than.
right.
だがよく考えてみたら美術品があるの。
Oh my god, he's still going.
Yeah.
美しいものを見せびらかす。
なんて言うんだっけ。
So you're saying you belong in a museum.
Right.
と
He's still going.
Yeah.
と
This is
Mamoru
amazing.
Miyano was made for this role.
Right.
じゃな
A
くて
pain in the neck.
もっとこう的確な言い方が
Ah.
そっか
ドキッとしたかに
うざい
Obnoxious. There you go. Wow.
玉木先輩
やっぱりお前勇者だな
Aha. Well done.
すみません
A cold wind
ドキッとしました
blows through his vapid soul.
光る薫
Yep. Yep.
Makeover time.
Yep. Because they just figured it out.
Uh-huh.
They just
Yeah,
figured
yeah,
it out.
yeah.
森先輩はコンタクトレンズの手配を保険
Oh my god.
問答無用
Yep, and then this is where it's the... No, for very specific reasons, I cannot change with you in the room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, and they both clue in on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
この制服
Ah,
Oh.
cool. Awesome.
Oh. Yeah.
で女の子じゃないか
Yes. Yes.
そんな顔してんなら
Oh my god.
だよねこれなら
Wait.
つくんじゃないか
$3,000 for a
Oh
uniform.
my god.
俺が一流のホストに育ててやる
Of course.
100人の指名客を集められたら借金の800万はチャラにしてやる
100 customers.
ホストダメだ何をしたらいい
Charm them.
さっぱりだ
It's
Yes.
fine.
Yes. Yes.
君はどうしてこの部にそう
Watching.
お母様は10年前にご病気
Oh my god.
家
Oh.
事なんかはあ、自分でやります。母は料理の得意な人で入院中レシピをたくさん残してくれたんです。それを一つずつ覚えるのは楽しいし
Or-
うまくできた日は父も喜んでくれて
Is this actually a true story?
I think this is the
Yeah.
true story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she said mother up in heaven. Yeah. No, this
Right.
is.
私たち明日も指名してよろしいかしらあ、それは助かります
Oh.
受け取る
Okay.
残念だなご挨拶しろ俺のお得意様綾
あー
野千姫だ
あ、この間の
Now is she an actual
どう
princess
ぞよろし
though?
く
Not sure.
かわいいぞハルヒそのはにかんだ感じがグーベリグー
I was just telling you basically how I was kind of jealous a little bit, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, with the dangerous
that-
look in his eye. Oh, and then when he...
森先輩なのにそこまでしなくてもほらお父さんの胸に戻っておいで
二人も父はいりま
Oh,
okay.
no.
All right.
Oh no.
I love it. I love it.
なんだカバン濡らして
ちょっと落としちゃって
Hmm.
が見つからないんですあ、いいです
Oh.
よ
Hey, cool.
Oh.
Cool.
Good stuff.
水
Uh-huh.
も滴るいい男って言うだろうが
Of course.
Dripping. Yeah. Yeah.
おう探していたものはこれかにゃどうしたぼーっとして
Doki doki.
俺に惚れちゃったかにゃ
誰がなぜこの人が自分に指名
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
でも薄汚いカバンを拾うために玉木様の手を煩わせるとはあまりのほど知らずね可愛がられてるなんて勘違いしないことね
それはつまり焼き餅
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
calling it straight out.
Yep.
Because not as prim and proper as the rest of them.
ハルヒ君が突然乱暴なことを誰か早くこの庶民を
Well.
Oh.
玉木様ハルヒ君が私に
見苦しいな春日のカバンを池に
Oh. 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 Wait.
証拠でも
Hold on.
君はなかなか綺麗なんだけどうちの客にはふさわしく
Oh.
You are hereby blacklisted.
春日はそんな男じゃない
Ah.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes.
Not that kind of man at all.
No. Wonderful. That is not who they are inside. Yes.
春日おい
Wait, still hasn't figured out. And then the last light bulb goes on.
Yep. Ding. Yep.
Yep. Yes, I love it.
はい。お前女なのか。
Right.
生物学上は一応
Biologically, exactly.
先輩たちが男と思っているなら別にそれでもいい。
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
本当
Oh.
は男とか女の意識が人よりも低いらしくて。
Oh my god. Oh.
あんた。
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The two different types in that regard.
ひょっとしてこういうのも。
Wow. Looking back at the
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
ホストになって女の子にチヤホヤされるのも悪くないですね。
Sure.
今度から俺って言おう。
Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, I love it.
So this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna
Uh-huh.
get basically the misadventures of this odd group of what, 7 characters then?
I believe
There
so.
were 6 of them that figured it out over the course of time. All right, this is an amazing show.
I love it. I love it so much.
Opening episode.
Oh yeah, it's
wholesome,
fantastic. Yep.
Funny, but also like going into some really cool stuff with the idea of what makes a person. Well, it's what's on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So no, yeah, you go, Haruhi.
You go, Haruhi.
Ore. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. So.
So
There we go.
I just want to mention this at the beginning, just to get this out there. So correct us if this isn't the proper way of doing that. But I'm gathering that because Haruhi said that they were going to be using ore from now on, that means that their preferred pronoun is he, him. So that is what we are going to be doing from now on.
Yeah.
If we misinterpreted that somehow, let us know. But yeah,
I believe that's what it is because ore is the
masculine version of I.
Is the masculine version of I, right?
Right.
Right. And I believe that would be something then where that anyone else who is then interacting with Haruhi would see that
Would use the
is
masculine
using-
version of you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So then that makes sense.
But oh my god, I love how this is all set up of like the doing the whole light bulb thing without
Right.
like not even telling the audience necessarily what the
But
light
we caught
bulb
on rather
we
quickly.
catch on, rather quickly,
There's
right?
the voice.
Yes, there's the voice, the name.
There's the way Haruhi's just reacting to their kind of stuff and things like that. The way they overtly assumed the gender in the
Right.
beginning.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
twins being like, he, him.
Yes.
And then that's not, that's not the polite way of doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're
Kyoya's
huh?
like, I feel like that's, and they're just like, huh? Yeah.
What? Yeah, and then of course, we have the big boy picks him up. Oh, and then light bulb. Yeah, and they're
Yes.
like, you didn't necessarily have to go that far. Okay,
Yeah.
and then the twins, or maybe that was reverse order. The twins first, and then
Well, it was so it was first Kyoya,
right.
then it was
He just figured it
Mitsukuni
out right away.
who figured it out.
Right, because of the bunny.
of the bunny
it's
bit,
like this bunny, and just totally enraptured by it, and he's like, I see.
I see. Yeah,
see.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And then I believe after that it was the twins, and then it was Takashi, and then after that, finally, it was the
Tamaki,
king,
yeah,
Tamaki.
right. Which, yes, because having Mamoru Miyano just have a monologue,
Gushing about himself.
gushing about himself, and and just touching himself all over, and I'm so awesome. Yes, of course,
Yes.
of course, he would be the last one to pick up on
Right.
the fact that, Haruhi.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And the focus of the story being around a host club is rather fun because while it is reinforcing basically the very typical stereotype of you have these very varied but attractive
and
men
charming
that
dudes.
are going to
Yeah.
be entertaining the women who have way too much time on their hands in the same
Yep.
way that the men do as well, because in
And
this case these are members of a high school, so
Right.
somehow they have
Yeah.
time to basically play the character, the parts individually.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. But also then, since they each have their shtick, which is literally a part of their function within the club, that's also just perfect for an anime in this
Yes.
kind of romantic comedy slice of life
Right. With
goofy
the
reverse harem thing here.
Yeah.
Love it. Yes.
Give all of the characters their shtick, not just because they're in an anime, but because they're doing a thing where they all need to have their shtick. Like,
yes, specifically so that they are marketable to
Right.
all the ladies that come in expecting to be serviced in specific ways.
And oh my god, I can't believe I never made the connection of Ouran High School Host Club.
Right.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Because Host Club, cool. Totally get it. Understand the why it exists as a
so
as
you
a
only
concept
heard in your
and
mind
things.
Ouran Host Club most of the time?
Well, I never realized that, yeah, if you have high schoolers doing a host club,
Right.
they must have a ridiculous amount of time on their hands.
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
a ridiculous amount of money. Because like
Which is funny because isn't a host club something that can lead to you making stupid money if you're a really good host?
yes, I don't know if you watched it, but I think CDogVA did a video. CDogVA did a video where he basically went to a host club in Japan and talked to the staff there and things like that. And the amount of money that they make just in a night is ridiculous. Like
stupid money.
I think the top guy would make like $80,000 like in a night.
Oh.
Yeah. Now the thing is,
Isn't that literally how much she needs? Or sorry, in this case, he needs. For actually figuring out the
vase.
debt?
I believe so. So.
Yeah, it was 8 million yen.
So that'd be
that's
about
$80,000.
Yeah.
So in a professional host,
and that's for like the the top,
yeah, is it
the
called
number
a
one.
host club though when you get to that point?
It just
though?
no, I think it'd still be a host club, I think.
Because it's like a club in that
Right,
people
but
go there.
a club, not a school club.
Right.
Right. Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
Okay.
So
You guys can correct us in the comments if we're wrong on any of these things there. But yeah, what I understood basically was that it was a very typical thing for the women who were coming to these things specifically to be looking for a guy that fit their tastes, their preferences, and all of that. And then he would basically spend the time with them
Right.
in the same way that I've seen in a lot of anime where there's a bar of sorts where they would have a hostess basically drink with them and stay
talk
with
to
them
them
and
and-
talk with them and basically keep them company during that time. And there wasn't anything like sexual about it at all.
untoward or anything like that
Yeah,
necessarily.
yeah, exactly.
But right, but it's the and what I gleaned from the one video I watched is that a lot of times one of the reasons why them making that amount of money doesn't seem quite as crazy as it is because a lot of the times a lot of their customers will also be the a lot of the ladies that will go to the
competing
host
with-
clubs will be the female hostesses at like the cabaret clubs and things like that, right?
Okay.
So and it'll oftentimes the money will just sort of go in a circle, and like because and they'll get each other gifts and things like that in order
That
to
could be a really competitive environment then.
Oh yeah, like I mean I highly recommend watching the video.
Okay.
If you haven't because
Gotcha.
it goes into it in some pretty cool ways, but yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like it would be the kind of environment that if you were not a good host or hostess, you would
Just eaten alive.
you would just get eaten alive because the money circulates, sure, but it wouldn't circulate in your direction.
Right. Yeah.
Because that would create a very elitist kind of, I would say, environment in a typical like work
Right.
situation if that's where
If that's how it
money,
functions.
If that's how it functions.
And given the fact that they're doing this at a high school, as a
Right.
high school club,
with
then
a rich school context.
It absolutely makes sense that it would be at the frou-frouiest and richest and wealthiest of the schools in the area because otherwise they'd be actually probably doing more things that are productive.
Right, but also I wonder if there's real money passed around.
I think so. I think so.
So if there is, then 8 million yen might actually be like,
Chump change for them or whatever.
yeah, it's like, oh, we get that in a month.
Right. The uniforms are $3,000,
Right.
so it's, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's about a 25th or a 26th of the total debt that they had for Haruhi, which that's going to be something else. And we are a little bit confused a little bit on the whole thing of Tamaki saying that Haruhi's quota is increased.
Because because
quota meaning like how much that Haruhi has to make in like a day or something like that.
Like maybe it's a like a subtitle thing, and now it's like, you need to now have 1,000 people request you, but it's specifically
1,000 yen.
1,000 yen.
It was 1,000
so
yen, though,
that
yeah.
almost makes it seem like it would be something of the, hey, I got you. We, like you had a rough time, with this lady and everything. So you're covered. Like now you just need to earn back 1,000 yen worth of stuff, which will happen.
But
instantly.
he said increased.
But it said
1,000
increased.
yen.
So
we'll wait
check
for a
on that.
clarification for sure.
Yeah.
But as for how they're setting up the conflict and the character dynamics, I really like that when they had basically a bully situation, quickly not only did they resolve it, but it's almost comically handled. And they were like, you are not worthy of being a guest here at this prestigious host club.
Go pour
Be
the water
gone.
on her, and the twins,
Yeah, they're a squad.
Yeah.
And the idea of Haruhi coming into the squad and potentially being the odd one out, and now they're like, oh no, we'll absolutely accept you as you are. Oh, Ore? Yes, absolutely. Him, Haruhi, absolutely.
And
that's so wonderful.
I love that Tamaki. So
is it Tamaki or Tamaki? Let's just stay consistent here.
I think it's you're probably
Tamaki.
right. It's Tamaki.
Yeah.
So that Tamaki is like, no. Haruhi is not the kind of man to do that. Still not cluing in.
Well, yeah, this was before he had understood. Yeah.
Right. So, but he still said that. With that means that within his heart he was so utterly sure. No. Haruhi is not the kind of person that would do that.
Which is cool because it's like saying, I looked past your gender, if you will.
I saw the inside.
And I saw the inside of you, which was the thing that Haruhi was saying is like, that's kind of what's important, right?
Yep.
In that the person who you are, or just being a person at all, transcends gender, boy or girl, or what have you.
And statusy then. You know, like, because when Tamaki ended up basically helping him out when his stuff was thrown into the pond, that's not exactly the kind of thing that we or Haruhi probably would have expected, right? Because he was totally doing the yes, I'm so awesome, I'm super wealthy, and this is the super prestigious place.
Yeah.
But no, he hiked up his pants and then went in there with you.
Yeah. It's just really sweet and stuff. I really appreciate that. And I also am really, really into the idea of the high school romance angle being something that they both kind of awkwardly fumble their way through.
Yes.
Because if it's something where we quickly establish the fact that there is no confusion about the biological born, sex, but actually how they're preferring to refer to each other and actually accepting them as that gender, then in this case here, we are getting a really cool opportunity to break, I would say, a lot of the molds of what anime usually does with the comedy side of things.
Sure.
When this topic is brought up, when
it's usually played as just sort of a gag.
When someone's gender and sex are not exactly the same thing. So that's something that'll be really cool to have maybe done here. And then I would say that, because this is anime, usually anime is one of the rare places that you can get really, really wonderful execution on a concept that wouldn't necessarily be touched upon as much in live action.
Sure.
So in this case here, the comedy stuff can be more about the fact that they're still two kids, they're still two bakas, where they're going to have little like funny and goofy moments and stuff like that. But it's through the lens in that they're both going after and going to end up being passionate about the same thing, which is providing a fun, maybe a bit dramatic service, if you will, for those that come there. And then they'll begin to rely on each other a little bit more, begin to understand each other a bit more.
And then maybe true roses will start to bloom. Because one of the things that I thought was really interesting, right, is that when Tamaki finally figures it out, beet red, right? Now, there's the angle of, yes, something that he didn't realize until now, and then he finally
feels embarrassed.
He feels embarrassed, and now there's finally the proof right in front of his eyes that I was not noticing, right?
Right.
But in this setting with the host club, the Tamaki as a character has a ton of confidence. Too much even, potentially, right? Now it works for the host club, but for him as a person, especially if there's any romance that's going to be had here, the distinction needs to be made between actual romance and the show, right? That they put on for their customers.
Exactly.
And he doesn't know anything about the real thing. So that's shown by him going beet red of the I see.
Right.
Well, what do I do about this? Okay. All right. And so I'm really excited to see how the bond between these two characters forms and grows and all of that stuff, because the suave character can be fun as a design and an aesthetic, I feel like, but for me to really root for them in the romance dynamic, I want to see the places where they are not comfortable.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I liked on the thing where they showed the birth certificate or the student ID. So Haruhi Fujioka, male/female, meaning basically, biologically female in terms of, born as, but in terms of actual like identity, being a boy. But in some ways, this is something that's rather nice because of the way that Haruhi said that, Tamaki, you're actually kind of cool earlier. This is actually like the first time maybe that Haruhi has even been accepted in this way.
Sure.
Like ever. So
yeah.
They all basically went and were like, oh, we can kind of tell, okay, then this must mean that you're gay then. Okay, gotcha. This is something where we're going to assume a couple more things based on certain things of the appearance and stuff. But because of the accidental nature of it all, it actually is leading to probably one of the more wholesome aspects of it, where Haruhi is actually feeling comfortable to present himself fully in this way without any
being vulnerable. Yeah.
Well, right. Well, without anything held back. Like for purpose of being avoiding being shunned or persecuted in any way.
And I love that it's going at the angle of both Haruhi's sexuality, basically, but then also the social status. Right, because the social status is the thing that everyone sees, right, and that's something that Haruhi's probably, both have probably been things that he's had to deal with for a while, but, this is gonna be cool.
But to go on a little bit with the thing with the sexuality and stuff, I don't think that's actually still determined as of yet. That's the point, is that that's actually, if anything, this is more referring to gender identity, and that here. No, this is going to be part of the charm of the show. If anything, is does Haruhi actually maybe like Tamaki or not? We don't know. Does he even like prefer Tamaki? We don't know.
He's certainly seen a new side of Tamaki when Tamaki helped him out with getting the books and the wallet and everything, right?
And that's the good necessary contradiction. Otherwise, Tamaki does kind of come off as an obnoxious asshole.
Exactly. There needs to be that second layer to him, so that way there could be a foundation for any kind of relationship.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But all right.
Okay.
We met our two main characters, our side main characters, if you will.
Yep.
And now we have the kind of the setting for where most of the story will definitely take place, and how it works, what it looks like, and good intro episode.
Very good intro episode. I also get the feeling that there could be some fun meta humor that could come from the fact that the host club is a roster. Like it is a roster. You've got the twins, and they even do their, but you just looked so, I couldn't help myself, and the girls are all just like, swooning over there. So
they'll give us all of that.
Yep.
All of that.
Yep.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
Yeah, all the info for that's in the description.
Yes, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.